Chicago. Yeah, sorry about that. You know. How you all doing? Me, I'm having a fantastic sucker-free NIGHT. Well, shall I say early morning? Yeah, it's Thursday morning in the building, you all. And if you are not having a fantastic sucker-free night, aka morning, shame on you. We are having a fabulous one. And by the way, if this is your first time chiming into the channel, you all, we ask that you subscribe, like, and share. Yeah, subscribe, like, and share. But before we get into things, you all, there's a couple of things that I may want to mention to you. Like, have you ever been convicted of a crime when you were a juvenile and you went into one of those correctional facilities here in the state of Illinois? Right now, they're giving out bags of cash. That's right, bags of cash. If you have ever been violated in a facility in the state of Illinois as a juvenile, get your lawyer. Why not get some cash for your trauma, for your pain, for your suffering? You owe that to yourself, right? We don't want it to crash out reality movie like Sleepers. But even if someone did that, would they be wrong? Do you think that the judge would go lenient on them? Do you think that they will walk free? I'm just saying. And by the way, if you are a senior in high school and you want to further your education, but did not think that you could afford it, I don't know what's going on over here, but it's okay. And you think that you couldn't afford it, guess what? You can afford it. You can go right here to the UIC in Hyde Park in Chicago. Yeah. And if your parents make under $125,000 combined, or if you only have a single parent and they make that amount of money or less, you can get you a free ride and become an academic assassin. Yeah, an academic assassin. We have street assassins all around the city of Chicago. We don't need any more of them. We need thinkers. We need people that will change the world. People who will bring about a new environment, a new government. Someone who's good in mathematics, engineering, computer science. We need you all. You can get a free ride, free room and board, and book vouchers if your parents or a single parent makes less than $125,000 a year. And if your parents make $250,000, you get free tuition. I think that's fair. The education is out there for you. It stinks. Yen Torah. What's up, Yen Torah? What stinks, man? Education stinks? Higher education? Now, despite my view on education, if the next generation is going to live in this world, the Matrix, they have to be qualified with certain skills or have certain skills. Know the world, Yen Torah. Okay, but we're not talking about the world. I don't know what they are offering in Yemen. I don't know what they're offering in China. I don't know what they're offering in Japan. Well, in Korea, I know that you have to serving the military for 2 years. Oh yeah, I was over there with those Catusas. Anybody know about those Catusas? Yeah, man. Yeah. So it's a great thing if you want to continue your academics, but be qualified to take the enrollment test. Okay?
Wegovy pill, the #1 prescribed GH.
Hey, what's going on?
People taking Wegovy pill.
Saying what it is. We appreciate you in the building. Saying why Yush. Yeah, saying why Yush. I've never seen you in the building, but I want to thank you for being here. And also, by the way, you all, I almost forgot to mention something to you. Have you ever been to Vegas? Have you ever been to Fort Lauderdale, Arizona? And you get invited, to a casino? And you have those high-pressure salesmen and saleswomen? The next thing you know, you're eating some bad food, and they are showing you around some luxurious flat or duplex, talking about timeshare. Sometimes it's even a room. How much are you paying for your timeshare? You know what I'm talking about. If you think that it was all a ripoff, or if you need some money back, well, I got some information for you. If you contact Dennis Donovan Esquire at Stonegate Law, there's a great chance that you can leave with a bag. Yeah, bag of cash. Who doesn't need a bag of cash today? In the situations and economic times in which we are in, dealing with the punch of Donald Trump and his draining of the swamp of America's currency, yeah, everybody need a refund back. Can you tell me something that is wise? Quadriplexion. Yeah, I can tell you something, quadriplexion. I can tell you something wise. I want you to pick a number. If I was in your face, I would say, pick it in your head, in my face. But just pick a number, seeing that I'm not in your face. Can you tell me something wise? Yeah, let me tell you something wise. Pick a number in your head, quadriplexion. I don't care what number it is. You can write it down. You can get your calculator out, because it's a couple of questions that I have to ask you. Now, that number that you got, I want you to double that number. Yeah, if it's 10, make it 20. If it's 15, make it 30. If it's 100, make it 200. Right? You got your number and you doubled it. Now, I want you to divide that product that you have after doubling your number. That product that you have, divide it. Yeah, divide it by 2. Divide it by 2. Now, you have to do me a favor now. You have to do me one favor in this equation. You have to tell me the number that you picked, but I'm going to give you your answer. How about that? Fair exchange is never a robbery. Yeah, I have to know the number that you picked in order for me to give you your answer to the equation. I picked the number 7. Okay, quadriplexion. So you got your number 7. You doubled it, which is 14, right? Now you divided it by 2, right? So that gives you 7, right? Now if you take that away from your current product, that you currently have, your answer, which we didn't know what it would be, but it is 3.5. Yeah, that's something wise for you. That's something wise for you. You asked for something wise. Smash up the like buttons in the building, you all. Smash up the likes in the building. Subscribe, like, share, and hype. Get all the free cheese. Get all the free cheese. Everybody like free cheese. Remember back in the day when we used to get those big blocks of government free cheese? Make those grilled cheese sandwiches. Make those cheeseburgers. Cheese and crackers. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Interesting. Ha ha ha. Hey, that was something wise. Something you learned. Smash up the likes. We appreciate you.
Dentures with industry.
That's right. What city and state you from? Me? I'm from Chicago. Lark Vanderpool in the building. What's going on, Lark? I wish you were here, man. We just had a mathematical question. Someone asked me, give them something wise. Quadruplexing in the chat room. And I gave them something wise. Maybe you can go back and listen to it. It was right after we started opening up this video. Yeah, my hands are dry, man, so pardon me a minute. Yeah, been using my hands and my brain. I tell you, yeah. What we got here? All good, Mo. Yeah, check that out. I mean, you want to listen to something wise off the top of my head? I gave it to quadruplexing. Yeah, 100. We not fake around here. We are not fugazi around here. Not at all. But before we get started, you all, besides the crime, the murders, the deaths, the shootings, the carjackings, here in the city of Chicago, it's probably happening a little bit less where you live. But the thing is, it's still happening. And the fact is that we have to do something about it. I'm doing my part. Y'all see me every day. If not every day, every other day. Yeah, what are you doing to help the environment in which you live? Yeah, that's a hard one. I know that it's hard to do some things in which the environment in which you live. But you can't do it by yourself. You have to have a team. Those neighbors that's tired of the same nonsense that's going on the block, yeah, that's up to you all. All of the garbage, yeah, that's up to you all. Everything is up to you all. Your businesses, your way of living. Smash up the likes in the building. Chill out, you snazzy MF. My girl on this app, that's what it is. Shouts out to Mike Wazowski in the building. Shouts out to Mike Wazowski in the building. Cash flow extraordinary. What up, the Mo Show? Your hat is on backwards, and yes, unity is everything. I always play my hat backwards. Yeah, that's just my style. Sorry. That's just how I rock it, Which we'll get into some rock and some other things in a hot second. But have you all heard? I'm going to move off for a minute real quick, real fast. We'll get to the title in a minute. Why do I do that? It looks better to me. Yeah. And it situates itself on my head a little bit better than it does forward. I mean, besides, who wants to rock a hat like everybody else is rocking it? I'm just... If you can get away with it, get away with it. OG Yaya, shouts out to OG Yaya. Facts, cash flow extraordinary. Oh, I ain't sorry at all. I wear all my hats backwards, except those with a bib. You may have seen me with it cocked to the left a little bit, you know, at times. But hats like this, yeah, it's always backwards. Yeah, see if I turn it that way? That looks so plain. Yeah, I'm giving y'all a new tip for styling and how to play it as an OG. That I am. That I am an OG. But let me ask you something, you all. Before we get into things, what do you think about Charleston White, the YouTuber? He's got arrested in Texas. Suspended license. Weed. Got that kush on him. Strap. And driving on a suspended license. What do you think about that? I want to say that one more time. Mr. Interrogator. Mr. Degrade everybody on YouTube. Mr. I don't give up. Okay? Yeah, that dude right there. We got into it with Jay Prince and everything. He's in jail. Or he may be out on bond right now. And in his mug, the photo mug that he took, he was smiling about it. Yeah, you're right. He'll get probation OG Yaya. You know why? He won't even get that. Many people feel that he's an agent. Do you think that he's an agent? Many people think that he's an agent. What do you think? Above the law is above the law. I mean, do you think he's above the law? I'm just saying, do you think he's above the law, or he is the law? You know, what do you think? Laughing my ass off. Yeah. Anytime, most people that go to jail that I know, they don't be smiling on their profiles. They mug shots, you know. They be like, damn, I got busted. Yeah, he'll get out of it. That's what they say, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The #1 antagonizer of YouTube, rappers, even, what's that boy named Carmelo Anthony family? Did you see how he talked about Nolan Wales? Something's got to be wrong with the man, okay? Yeah, something's got to be wrong with the man. Or they're leading you or misleading you, keeping you from something, using him as a distraction, placing the lowest of you out there in the front to believe that that is what is happening. I'm just saying. Yeah. So much for Charleston White. He's definitely messed up in the head. I'm going to tell you something else that's going to mess you up in the head. A$AP Rocky. A$AP Rocky say that he's running for congressman. Yeah, that's what he said. What do you think? Would you vote for him as a congressman? You had critics out there who said that Donald Trump should have never gotten him out of the trouble in which he was in, he was in overseas. Yeah, brought him back. But what do you think about having him as a congressman or running for Congress? I mean, it's not like he don't have the money to run the campaign. Look where his wife is. Yeah, and he don't need nobody's money. But I still wouldn't vote for him. That's just like Don Lemon running for president, which rumors are Don Lemon is running for president. Yeah, check that out. And one more thing. You know the YouTuber Young Pharoah? Well, once upon a time, Young Pharoah, have you all seen him lately? Young Pharoah, in the video that I saw him in lately, about yesterday, he got nails, yellow nails on. Those long, pointy nails. Is he going through a satanic ritual? Is he trying to get back in? Is this his humiliation? Something went wrong with that young man. Yeah, it's a nasty business. Young Pharoah? Yeah, Young Pharoah. Check out the video. He got on the witchy fingernails. Like he's either going, Some people say that he was already like that. Ain't no telling. I mean, some said he's even homeless right now. Well, so much for that, Young Pharoah. We wish you well. And if you pass your ritual or humiliation act, welcome back. Welcome back. It's like that movie, John Wick. The secret agents, secret society. And they would go to the hotel and give them a coin. They go to the bar, they got to give them a coin, Crazy stuff. Secret society. Yeah. Smash up the likes in the building, you all. Subscribe, like, share, and hype. And by the way, we also have memberships on this channel. Silver memberships and gold memberships. That's if you're feeling generous. If not, do what everybody else does. It's free right now. We understand. Yeah, everybody is feeling the effect of this downslope economy under Donald Trump. But we're not going to get on him right now. We're not going to get on Donald Trump right now. What we are going to get on is this. How many of you all out there believe in God? How many of you all believe in God out there? Are you back, John? Yeah, I think I'm back. Shouts out to everybody in the chat room. Do you believe in God? Like, you have many people on the planet. They either Muslim, Christian, Catholic, or they study Judaism. What were we supposed to do? Shouts out to Eric in the building. Anybody believe in God? Anybody read the Sun Book? Some call it the basic instructions before leaving Earth. The Bible. Yeah. Anybody ever read that book? Christians out here, even black Hebrews read that, okay? And so do smart Muslims. But let me ask you something. Do you believe in God? If so, is God the all-truthful? Does God lie? Does God condone lying? I believe in the Most High, and I read the book Lots of Time in Jail. Oh, damn. Well, I'm glad you out here tonight, Yah. I'm glad you out here tonight. I believe God is responsible for this place, and it's a mess. Eric in the building. Princess Darkness. White hat in the house. What do you mean? No doubt. Okay. Now, I'm an avid reader of all of the some books. You know, I have to because I converse with people daily in regards to God. You have to read their material to understand where they're coming from, right? Right. So, I was in the book of Kings, the first book of Kings, chapter 22. You can view it right now because I'm giving it to you right now. Yes, in my head, okay? I was in the book of Kings, chapter 22, verse 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. Check those verses out. Now, the beginning of the chapter of 22, to give you an overview, so to give you an understanding that I'm just not pulling a particular verse out. In the beginning of this chapter, they ain't talking about the Lord. No, we're not talking about the Lord. We're talking about the first book of Kings. And yeah, we're talking about the Lord. Yeah, we're talking about him. Not in vain, but a lesson to you. Give you something to think about. Will the truth really set you free? If so, why does God condone lying? Damn. In the beginning of this chapter 22, you have King Ahab of Israel and Jehoshaphat of Judah. And they are going to war with Syria. And Ahab had the 400 false prophets. The spirit appeared, a spirit, meaning the angels or a spirit or, you know. And the spirit said, I will go and lie unto Ahab's prophets, his false prophets, to confuse them during the war. And you know what? In that same instinct, King of Israel had exchanged clothing with Jehoshaphat. Yeah, to like trick the soldiers because he wanted to go out in war and battle. And if they saw him in his own clothing, his battle armor, they would already know who he is. So he gave it to Jehoshaphat. This is what King Ahab did. And the Lord told the lying spirit to go and do just that. Go and lie to the 400 prophets, false prophets of King Ahab. And in the end, King Ahab was slaughtered. Well, He was shot by an arrow during the war and died. And Syria won that war. But my point is, God lying. Yeah, God lies. I was sort of like wild about that. Have you all checked that out yet? Yeah. This should have been an upload with music videos, but it was something about 3 o'clock that I had to pay attention to. Don't ask me what it is. I don't know. But we're here. Wow, nobody is speaking in the chat room. What's up with that? Are you all reading that? Tell me what you get. Yeah, think about that. It's a time to lie and a time to tell the truth. Paraphrasing from the scriptures. Oh, gee, yeah. That gets me. We appreciate that, man. I like that. A time to lie and a time to tell the truth. But they say that God don't lie. They say that God is perfect. They say that, God condones righteousness and not lying. Is lying a sin? Anybody out there? Hey, like OG Yaya said, it's time to lie and time to tell the truth. Especially if it's going to get you out of going to jail. Especially if it's going to keep you from going to jail. Clay Biggins, Ecclesiastics. So, did any of the prophets lie? Did any of the prophets lie? Facts, Ecclesiastics 3. Y'all got that? Oh, gee, yeah. We appreciate you, OG Yaya. Ashley Pooh. That laugh feels evil for some reason to me. Ashley Pooh, that means if you don't like my laugh, even babies like my laugh. They can't wait to get to me, and I don't even know the kid. So I don't know what energy you got going on out there. I'm just great that you all are in the chat room. I appreciate you all just being here. And if this is your first time chiming in, we want to tip our hat to you and say thank you, because you could have been doing something else with someone else, but you decided to stop out to see what we had to say. That was Jeff. That was Def, a Joe Biden statement. Approved username. What's that? What's a Joe Biden statement? Are you going to watch the new Paw Patrol movie? Calcium oxide. What's going on? Shouts out to you in the building. Yeah. How many of you all tell your children not to lie? But you lie to your children. Is lying like natural? How many people out there really tell the truth every day? I tell them lies all the time. So lying is considered a sin because it goes against truth and damages trust. So, what would you call God then? Saying that God condoned lying. And in the process, got those 400 false prophets slaughtered by a spirit that they said in the book, according to, the Sun book, Bible, right? So if God condone lying, what else does he condone? I mean, if God is all truth like that, I think whoever wrote the book made a lot of mistakes. But they left you some truth in it. God is yin and yang. God created good and evil. Yes, I like that, OG. Yeah, God did create good and evil. So you agree with me that God created the devil. Would that be correct, OG Yaya? So God created the devil, right? Good and evil. So if God created the devil, correct. So why did God create the devil? Huh? You the pastor from Belly's Son. Shouts out to Chad Atwood in the building. I'm not a pastor. I've been told I am one. Especially recently. But not your Baptist pastor, okay? Yeah, nah. Yeah. That's somebody else's school of thought. Chad Atwood in the building. Smash up the lights. We appreciate everybody in the building. God is God. He can do what I will. But why would he create a devil to deceive you? Why would he create a liar to lie to you? In fact about it, this is the first time that God lied, okay? This isn't the first time that God lied to us, okay? Yeah, I just thought about it. Not only does God lie to us, respect, sir, I don't think God made the devil to be evil. Okay, OG. Yeah. Now, God created the angels. Does the angels have a free will? You can't say that they don't because Lucifer disobeyed. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that. He had enough free will to carry an army with him to go against the chosen ones of God. Will the son pay for the sins of their father? No, Chatwood. The son will not pay for the sins of their father. That is written in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 24 verse 16. No, the son will not pay for the sins of their father, nor shall the mother pay for the sins of their daughter. Every man must pay for their own sin, which could lead you down a rabbit hole as to, did Jesus really die for you when God said that it can't happen for you in the book of Deuteronomy, according to Moses. Yeah, according to Moses. Yeah, can't do that. Hi, my name is Tony. What's your name? Miss Mo in the building. Mo Powers, MOPOWERZ on THEMOSHOW. Chicago. It's relative to the culture telling the story. As and when it said the devil rebelled and wasn't devil until that rebellion. So he has a free will. That's all I'm saying. Nice to meet you. Shouts out to 42 Zero Ara Za. Nice to meet you, jackass. Nice to meet you too. I'm glad you're here, my trolling friend. And seeing that you want to troll and everything, let me tell you how it goes in here, in this chat room. Everybody in this chat room is wise people. Maybe you're not. Maybe you just rude. Maybe you sit in your mama's basement, watching those porn movies or something. I don't know. Yeah, but we are all wise people here. And we ask that you be respectful in the chat room. Yeah, no disrespect. You have to be respectful to get respect. We are all wise and we are all adults here. We don't care about your color, your creed, your religion, your race, you know, whatever you are, you know, gender, bender, we don't care. But what we do care about is you being respectful, because we would not be disrespectful to you. You're dismissed, jackass. Well, have a nice day and go to the trash section of YouTube. But before you go, smash up the like button. Smash up the subscribe button. And I encourage you to do that so that you can come in here and troll and learn something else every time that we upload a video here on YOUTUBE. Shouts out to 40420RZA, whatever. Okay. He might wake up his mother. Don't make her mad. Yeah, you know. With all that moaning he got down in the basement, you know, choking on his beef stick. Yeah. He got to be like one of those people that, you know, shot up the Tops grocery store up in Buffalo, New York. He's probably like one of those people. So evil is the creator. It is a rebellion against the creator. I don't know how to pronounce that. Oraminst. O-I-R-A-M-E-N. No, O-I-R-A-M-E-M-S. Tis. Yeah, shouts out to you, man. Shouts out to you. Oraminst. Oraminst. Not trying to mispronounce it, just trying to get it right. We thank you for being here in the building. We tip our hat to you. Yeah. So we got God line here in the book of Genesis. Yeah, getting back to that. Yes, ramen noodles are evil. So we know that God condones lying in the first book of Kings, right? Chapter 22. We know that he does that. But in the book of Genesis, he tells Adam not to eat of the tree of knowledge and good and evil, right? He tells him that. And he says that if you eat of this tree, you shall surely die. Which was a lie. Because Satan came right along and told Adam and Eve that you would not surely die, but you will become exactly like God. And Adam and Eve, they ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And then God told them that you have become like me. Dig that. Think about that. Sounded out. The second letter is O-I. Also, God ain't real. Anyone who buys the religious doctrine has fallen for a fake reality. It's literally delusion. It twists definitions. 2S7A 2M7. Hey, we're talking about for those who believe in God. Now, I know a lot of atheists on their deathbed who said, oh my God, in the end. I'm just saying. Or when they get in an accident, oh my God. Or help me, God. Yeah, atheists. God is real. If God wasn't real, you wouldn't be existing. It's how they taught you in the religious doctrine, which I agree with you on 2S7A 2M7. I agree with you on that. It's according to the doctrine, but God is real. If God wasn't real, you wouldn't be watching me right now. That means that you would not be alive. Yeah, humans are brainwashed. But this is for the people who read the Bible, people who are Christians, people who are looking to further their knowledge in that which they study. I just find it interesting. I'm an avid reader, very avid reader, and I talk to people about God all the time. Whether you're Christian, Muslim, Catholic, Hebrew, more signs, whatever you are, whatever your school of thought is, we'll talk to you about it. But I just found that interesting that we call God lying in the Bible, in two spots, in Genesis and in the book of Kings. Think about that. Humans are dumb animals who fear the unknown. MS Gen X. Shouts out to MS Gen X in the building. Whatevs you know. Twos, if you don't know God, he says then he never knew you when you get to heaven. Okay, whatevs you know. Where is heaven? Yeah, shouts out to whatevs you know. Where is heaven? To your question, because I want you to answer it. I'm going to go down here and see if you answered the question. Heaven isn't a real thing. Oh, heaven is real. Heaven is real. Heaven is a condition, a state of mind, the way you live. Oh, that's real. Are you living in a hellish condition? Or are you living in a heavenly position, which is in peace? Yeah, which is peace, which is a state of mind that is working to help you become a better version of yourself. Oh yeah, that's heaven, because that's what God is saying. But then you are the God. I don't understand. No proof for any afterlife. Yeah, the afterlife is right here. The afterlife is right here. You're not dying and going somewhere. Thank you, OG Yaya. Heaven is within you. Good night, Chad Atwood. I'm sure you learned something tonight, at least from the book of Kings and the book of Genesis, and that wasn't even on the board. Heaven is somewhere our small minds can't even begin to comprehend. Death is the path to a new beginning. Well, whatever you know, the only heaven and hell that I know is here on this earth. No one who has ever died out of all of the funerals that you've been to, none of them has ever came back and told you where they went. Heaven and hell is right here on this earth. What condition are you in? Condition. And many conditions that many Americans are in right now is in a hellish condition. God ain't coming to save you. Not the God that they teach you about in the book. You are the God to save yourself. And we are the gods to save ourselves. It's just that simple. But we was talking about the lies of God. Because God is a liar. According to his own book. Well, what's written in the book. Because that book is copyrighted. Right? Yeah. Anyway, right? Yeah, so God lies. Lied twice. Not only that, God allows a man to take another man's wife after he sends his soldier to war. Yeah, I'm talking about David, but David is God's best friend. Whew. That's a cold lick, okay? That wasn't even on the board either. It's human, boo. God can't have a book because he ain't real. God is real. God is real. Check this out. I'm going to tell you how good. I'm going to tell you how real God is. 2S, 7A, 2M7. I want to tell you how real God is. Let me ask you a question. 2S, 7A, 2M7. Let me ask you a question. Do you have a job? Do you work? Let me ask you that question. I want to see what you say, because I want to prove to you God is real. See, I can claim stuff too. No. Go for it. Go for it. Do you have a job? Yes or no? Yes. Why? See, I don't have a job. I don't punch a clock. I work for God. I work for God. I work for God. God paid my bills and everything. God helps me look fly. God feeds me. I don't have a car note. I've had a job in 8 years. 8 years now. But I'm talking to people about God every day. Praising God every day. Huh? Now, there are people that I run to that may need an oil change, that may need some brakes done, that may need an alternator put on, or may need some apartments painted, you know, or may need some side work on their house. See, and when I meet them and they need that, God is working for me because I work for God. See, I don't have to go to a job that I hate going to. I don't have to do that. I don't have to choke myself from my own freedom of speech for a paycheck. I don't have to do that because I work for God. And if you told your boss how you really felt about your boss, 7S, 2MS, 7S, whatever your name is, you'd be fired. If there was no God, you wouldn't be even living. Praise God that there is a God. So you just take for granted that you're supposed to wake up with your heart beating. You take that for granted. You take for granted that, you know, there's nothing going to happen to you. But see, that's how real God is to me. And I say that all the time. And I give God all the praise. The God power within you. See, many people don't go to know God. I know who God is. If God is within me, as OG Yahya says, as it says in the book of Matthew, for those of people who read the Bible, what does that make you? What does that make you? If people really understood the God within themselves, their whole situation can change just like that. Just like that. Yeah, I'm from Midwest, from Chicago, big windy city, city of gangsters. I'm not from the West Coast, but I have lived out there before. But I'm from the Midwest, city of gangsters, Chi-Town. Yeah, West Side. Now that I am from. God was before men reading Bibles. Exactly, Robert Lellis. Shouts out to Robert Lellis in the building. Exactly. I agree with you on that. But we're talking about for those who read the Bible, who follow the religion of Christianity. Yeah. We're just talking about how God is a liar. Yeah. I'm convinced you believe it to be true. That doesn't mean it's reasonable to believe that God exists. Does anybody out there agree with her or him? 2S7A2M7. Does anybody out there agree with him or her talking about that God doesn't exist? How do you think you got here? Did somebody just put you in a microwave? Like some microwave popcorn? Or some microwavable chicken pie? No. You were developed over time for 9 months, right? In a microwave, but, you know, an old school oven, conventional microwave. You know what I mean? No, and no, the Bible is a man-made based on. I agree with you. The Bible is man-made. I agree with you. I agree with you. It has a publication date on it. Okay, and King Charles owned the Bible, okay? I'm just saying for those who believe in the Bible. I read the Bible. Do I believe? Am I a Christian? No. Am I a former FOI? Yes. So yeah, I believe in God. I'm not an agnostic. You understand? Anybody who's breathing, who goes to work every day like you, 2S7M, 7A, you know what I'm talking about. And you're able to go to work every day, and you're able to pick up a phone and a spork and feed yourself, and you go to the toilet every day. Oh, there's a God. You just don't understand who God is. Now, if I told you that you were the God, because it seems to me that you may be an atheist, if you're not the God, who's making everything happen for you? That's all I'm saying. You can't reason with someone who lacks prefrontal cortex. I agree with you, Solvin. Shouts out to Solvin in the building. Everybody was born in around 9 months. You're still making the God of the gaps fallacy because it's against gods which are not willing to question. What do you mean? I'm not running from nothing. Okay, so how did you get here then? How did you get here? You came from the womb of your mother, right? And you came through your daddy, right? Well, you had to come through your daddy first to get up to the uterus of your mama with the egg, right? Okay. So who made all of that happen inside your mama belly? While you was sucking on the umbilical cord. Who made all of that happen to you? For you. Huh? Who made sure that you were healthy? Who gave you 2 ears and 2 eyes and 2 nostrils and a mouth and 2 arms and a head and 2 legs? Who did that? Yeah, who made all that happen? I'm just saying. Yeah. Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. 2S7A2M7, who made all that happen? Well, it had to be a higher power than you, right? That's inside of you that has kept you alive until this very date. Until this very date. Yeah. All of us has an expiration date. We just don't know when we're going to stop breathing. We just don't know when our heart is going to stop beating. We don't know that. But we do know is that we're here for a reason. And someone helped us get here because there was millions of sperm cells that didn't make it to the egg. Only one sperm did. And luckily, it was you. It was you. How you living? Are you living in a hellish condition? Are you living from paycheck to paycheck? I'm just saying. And if you really knew who God was, that would make your circumstances or situation a little bit better. You're going to lose a lot of people in the process now, let me tell you. You're going to have people that think you crazy. Now see, I don't go around spreading Jesus Christ. I don't do that. I don't go around spreading Buddha. I don't go around spreading Muhammad. I don't do none of that. I just talk to people about God. And then once they open up to me about what they're on, or what they think is God, or who they believe in God, then we go from there. You don't criticize someone because of a religion, especially if you know better. Most of our people, how many billions of people here on the planet? Billions. Billions. They go by some religion. So you have to know that in order to talk to them about God and show them who God is in their own book. Okay? I always laughed how the main religions put their God as a male prototype, but all men were in the womb and nurtured by a woman. Shouts out to Robert Lellis in the building. Yeah, even the universe is a womb. Even the universe, where the sun comes from, which they say from the black hole, that's a womb, a state of triple darkness. Now, I know that they say that the man has the X and the Y chromosome. I understand that. That's science. And the man created the woman. Like I said, that makes God an hermaphrodite then, okay? That makes him an hermaphrodite. Do you all think a hermaphrodite exists? Or do you think that kum fayakun, now I'm going to the Arabic language, for those who study the Quran, kum fayakun, be and it is. Do you think that God can still say be and it is? I mean, like, if God created all of the universe and the stars, and this man created, Jesus and, and all of this stuff, the whole world, without the help of a woman, why would he create woman? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. In fact, I'm even going to make it a little bit more simple to you. It's a lack of reason to argue about something you don't even believe to exist. It's all vanity. No, it's not vanity when you know that you're a God. What are you talking about? You're a God. You're a God. I don't know how many times it tells you that in the Bible, if you read the Bible. Even if you read the Quran, it tells you that. Okay? If you read the Gospel or the New Testament, it tells you that you are the God. Yeah. Even Jesus tells you that you're a God. Yeah, even Jesus tells you that. But that wasn't how we got on this conversation. All praise and glory to the Most High God. MXGNX27. No, I just value truth. Arguing against nonsense is fighting for truth. No, I like to knock out falsehood brains with truth. 2S7A, 2M7. That's what I'm doing. I think maybe you misunderstanding me. 2S7A, 2M7. Right now, I'm knocking out falsehood brains with truth. They say that God is all truthful and righteousness and perfect, but God lies. How can someone be perfect when they lie? And they lied twice already, in Genesis and the book of Kings. We're not going to talk about whatever else happened in between, meaning the sanctioning of lands by certain people. That's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother video. how God sanctioned the death of African people. How about that? So that God that they tell you about in religion ain't all that righteous. Because the God that they teach you about in religion is racist. I'm just and I don't care which one you coming from. You know, Judaism, Islam, Christianity, Catholicism. That God is a racist. Straight up. Men were worshiping gods. And there were schools of thoughts that were long before the Bible, long before King James, long before the New International Version, long before the Quran, long before the Torah, long before the Septuagint, long before the Dead Sea Scrolls. Yeah, all of that stuff is new anyway, right? I'm just trying to, like, you know, I was reading, you know, and I'm like, wow, you know, like God is a liar, you know. But not only that, God has an evil spirit too. God has an evil spirit. Yeah, did y'all know that? In the book of Samuel, chapter 1, verse 27, the evil spirit of the Lord descended upon Samuel. Yeah. I just found that interesting. But as OG Yaya say that, God created good and evil, yin and yang, righteousness and unrighteousness. So God created an enemy for you. Hold on, did y'all just say that? Yeah. Did God create an enemy for you? If God created the devil, did God create an enemy for you? Did God really make it hard for you? According to your book now. I'm just talking about for the people who read those books, you know. Did God make it hard for you? Oh, my battery's down. I need a cord here. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Let me save the day here. Oh, let there be light. Let there be light. Yeah, we still here. What you all say? I can say that if you knew God did not exist, your circumstances would be better. But I don't just make empty claims like some of us. No, I feel you on that. One of our master teachers, Dr. John Henry Clark, said that if you wanted to get closer to God, to move away from religion. And I agree with that. But we're just talking to the religious folks out there. Okay? I feel you though. But how do you think you exist though? Answer that for me. You just think that you just, you know, can you help me out there? 2S782M7. So how are you here? How are you here? How are you here? How are you breathing? How are you doing that? I mean, does anybody understand? If you're an atheist, great. I feel you. But if there was no God, how would you even exist? Whatever your school of thought is, whatever it is. We're not talking about being religious, because God is not religious. Man created religion. Man just used religion as their way to express their concept of God. But when you understand that no one is here to save you, and no one's coming to save you, and that it is your actions that make things happen, but you do have cosmic favors that help you out. Cosmic favors, because you have a connection with the universe. If you ask a person to close their eyes and ask them the concept of God, what do you think you'll get from people? Most people with common sense and have a background of a knowledge of their culture, their God would look like them. Some people come up with an answer of a God that don't even look like them. And then you have some people where it's just blank. I'm just saying, Jesus was simply a Jewish mystic, a servant. I agree with you, Robert. He was a servant. He was a servant to the poor. And as far as him being a Jewish mystic, I just find, from a non-biased standpoint, just from an avid reader standpoint, Jesus was not a Jewish mystic. They're talking about you right now. Why do I say that? What did Jesus do? We're not gonna have to talk about how he got it and everything. That's a whole nother rabbit hole. I can go down it. But to stick to this question right now, he says that Jesus was simply a Jewish mystic, a servant. I don't know about the mystic, because you're the servant right now. Aren't you serving the needs of someone else? They pay you for your service, underpay you for your service, right? And these very same, not the very same people, but in the same circle, but on a higher level, meaning government, do you like the laws that you live under? You don't have to be a criminal. Do you like the laws in which you live under? Do you like the way that people conduct themselves with one another and say that they're human beings, say that they're Christians, say that they're Muslims, say that they, Hebrews or whatever they want to be? And you got all of this hell going on earth, but yet the religious people can't control it. But Jesus is not a mystic figure, because Jesus fought against the government of his time, just like American citizens right here are fighting under or against their government right now. We have Donald Trump in office. How many people are against Donald Trump? Back in the day of Jesus with the story, there was no voting. There was none of that. It was just sanctioned, meaning gangstered. And it's still gangstered today. They just give you an idea or concept to think that you are included in the decision making in what they do. Yeah. It's all a trick. Just like religion is a trick. Yeah, religion is a trick. You say, well, Mo, how you say that? And you got Minister Louis Farrakhan on your channel like for years. That's my teacher. Not like no guy that I didn't meet. No, met him, been places, studied. Yeah, personally. I don't know how long I've been at FOI. Well, I'm a former FOI now, ever since he sold it over to Scientology. But the minister is more than just religious. It's a message in the religion. Just like it's a message in the book right now that I'm telling you about with the Bible. You're the Jesus. It's definitely not irrational to debate with people about things you don't believe. No, I like debating with people. I like conversating with people. And people can do that intelligently as long as they are not they don't have a side to it. It's all about intelligence. It's all about research, okay? Just like you had the Kemetic people 5,000 years before Jesus. They didn't know nothing about no Bible, nor did they know about a Quran, nor did they know about a Torah. They didn't know nothing about that. But they still believed in God. They believed in many gods. Many gods. And was the center of the world for education. I'm just saying. I'm just talking about these people who believe in the Bible. God is light in the Bible, and God has an evil spirit. Or is it that God passes along his dirt for someone else? But he can't pass the dirt along in the book of Kings again. The first book of Kings again. No, first book of Samuel, I'm sorry. First book of Samuel, which is right before Kings. Yeah, his evil spirit. It didn't say nobody else's spirit. It said his evil spirit. You know. And Pharaoh has let you go. Oh, I ain't forgot that either. You know, in your Bible, it says that Moses had went to Pharaoh in the book of Exodus, right? Why are you glossing over all of the fallacies I'm calling out? I'm not glossing over anything. You act like I'm disagreeing with you, and I'm not. And you are right, and when you know the truth and you speak, religious people will hate you. They sure will. They sure will, Robert. Shouts out to Robert in the building. Smash up the likes in the building, you all. Exactly the energy of Wu and man. Shouts out to Robert again. Making claims and protesting other claims is irrational. What claims? Now, see now you got me lost. Hermaphrodite and energy. Google fallacies if you're not afraid of punishment. Nah, I'm a worm. Okay. Shouts out to OIRAMEMSTIS. Again. Scott. Okay, I feel you, Scott. I see your last name is Scott, your first name is Scott. I got that. We're all apes by taxonomic classification. I don't care about claims by themselves. I care about the reasons behind them. We are all apes. Whew. I don't know about that now. I don't know about that 27782M7. I don't know about that. Did y'all hear what she said? She said we are all apes. And I just say that based upon the fact that if you give an ape a shave and you shave all his hair off, he don't look like me. I'm just saying, he don't look like me. You can shave a gorilla. I don't know. What do you all think? Do you all think that we all come from apes? Do you all think that we were all crawling on all fours? Diddy is a real god. Yeah, he is a god. Diddy is a god of entertainment. And he's in jail right now. He's a god too. That's real talk. If he's not a god, don't you wish that you could have lived like Diddy? Maybe not have done the things that he have done, but live the lifestyle of the rich and famous. When you become a status and you live the lifestyle of the rich and famous, you become a god. I mean, like, that can make things happen. To make more things happen. You become more of a God than you were if you were poor. Think about it. The more money you have, the more resources that you have, the more you can make things happen. But the people who run the world understand that they are God. And they understand that they lie. And they understand that they are evil. And they understand that they have let you go. Why do I say Pharaoh has let you go? Well, you know, like in the book of Exodus, you have Moses, and he went and told Pharaoh, let my people go, to leave the slavery of the Hebrews and the Egyptians, you know. Well, Donald Trump has let you go. Donald Trump has let you black folks go. Yeah, see, all that's in the Bible right now, you know, even the book of Exodus, it's in the Old Testament, right? The second book of the Old Testament, but some say that it should have been the first book. That's a whole nother story. But in the book of Exodus, yeah, Moses said, let my people go. And Pharaoh did let his people go, but Pharaoh, after letting the Hebrews go, he was drowned in the sea, right? He was drowned in the sea, the Red Sea, after he came after Moses, right? And the Hebrews, the children of Israel, right? Okay. So right now, where are you right now? Pharaoh has let you go. He is cutting off your food stamps. He is cutting off Section 8. He has removed DEI programs. He's removed funding from colleges. Over 600,000 black women have lost their jobs. And I don't know how many Caucasians have lost their job. So he's let you go. So now what are you going to do? See that? You see that? And maybe Pharaoh will come after you if you start building something for yourself. Maybe he won't. But what we do know is that Pharaoh has let you go. No job, no Section 8, no food stamps. I'm just saying. And some even say soon, no Social Security checks. Ooh, that's going to be crazy. That's going to be crazy. What do you think? Boo, are you done? My G dropping that heat. Y'all, what it is, boo in the building. You're claiming that your version of God is more accurate than others. I never told you my version of God. 2S7A, 2M7. I never told you my version of God. If you've been listening to me, I told you that I wasn't religious. And I told you that God wasn't religious. So what God have I specified to you that I'm talking about? What I'm telling you that there is a higher power in existence that's got you breathing. Now, if you don't, like, how are you even here then? That's my question to you. I mean, I never told you about my description of God. But what I will tell you about God is this here. 277A, 2S78, 2M7. What I will tell you this about God. I know that you cannot live without the sun. Now you can say whatever you want to say. You can say whatever you want to say. I know that you can't live without the sun. I know that nothing on this planet lives without the sun. Does anybody disagree with that? It literally does not matter what the Bible says. Am Yah Israel, the Jews are God's chosen people, never forget. I don't know. That depends on who's doing the choosing. Am Israel Chai. That depends on who's doing the choosing and whose book you're reading. Right? What theology you come from? What ideology you come from? What's your religious background? You see? So if the Jews are God's chosen people, that means that nobody else has any rights to the earth. That means that the Jews control everybody. Is that what you're saying? Does the Jews control the Chinese? Does the Jews control Kim Jong-un? You know, and they're not religious. In fact about it, there's like 52 countries. There's like 52 countries that has banned the Bible. Okay, that they don't even believe in it. You know, but we're just talking about the Bible and these other religious books because it's a religious topic because of what I was reading, you see. And people believe in God, and they believe in the Bible, and they believe in the Quran, and they believe in the Torah. And God is a liar. And God is evil. God is a racist. No wonder why the world is screwed up today. No wonder why the world is screwed up today. Because people are worshiping a racist. Did you just say that, Mo? Smash up the likes, you all. Smash up the likes. I don't think we're getting anywhere, so I will leave with the request that you research fallacies. And I want to say thank you 2S7A2M7 for being here. I want to thank you. Thank you for your engagement, and we hope that you'll come back. I don't understand what you're not understanding that I'm saying. Yeah, I think you got the message mixed up. Something can't be a liar if it doesn't exist. You are the God. Are you not a God? 2S7A2M7. Answer that question. Just answer that question. Are you the God? Because I'm a God. I know that the sun is a God. I know that the moon is a God. Don't you think that you being the highest form of intelligence of someone or an experimentation or a biological creation, that you're something more than an ape? Can somebody help me out? Huh? Just fly this late at night. B.I.B. in the building. Me and the dolphin salute you, big dog. What's up, B&B in the building? Hey, if you ever go to Walmart and you need a dolphin, check out B&B. B.I.B. in the building. Shouts out. Do not use in the building. How you doing? Do not use. All hail the flying spaghetti monster. What it is. Do not use in the house. You all smash up the likes. We thank you all for coming back and chiming back in on this Thursday morning. What do you see when you die, and why would it matter? We're in unconsciousness. We dream, hallucinate vividly. People believe the damnedest things. God of the gaps. God of the gaps. Hey, I just know one thing. I know one thing. I know without the favors of the cosmos, meaning the universe, and that sun out there, yeah, will nobody be alive. That I do know. Okay? So, I understand about Allah, I understand about Jehovah and Yahweh and Krishna and Yahshua. All of these are man-made. I get it. However, there are some things that is in the scriptures, which are all solar books, a sun book, that gives you information about yourself. Google God of the Gaps is not convincing, nor should it be. I don't understand, therefore God is very low. Awful reasoning. All right, I'm off. We appreciate you. Scientists do not know the exact origin of life, and they don't claim to, but they are very close. I like that do not use, straight up. We're all scientific matter, right? We got cells, we got protons, we got neutrons. You know, we got all this in our body, right? We're everything in the universe, just a microcosm. So think about the material that's out in space, even stardust. It's in our DNA, stardust. Silver, copper, gold. Yeah, in your DNA. I'm just saying. Damn monkey, fly as fuck. Shouts out to COJ Mari. COJ Mari in the building. Claims, laying hands, resurrection, virgin birth, heaven and hell, water walking, etc., etc. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in the Virgin Mary because she wasn't a virgin. Nah. She wasn't a virgin. Oh, well, maybe she was a virgin until Joseph, went up in her. And he was married, okay? So she was already committing adultery. Smash up the lights in the building. Lark Vanderpool, thin lips, big ears, and hairy. Shouts out to Lark in the building. Trump is the worst president ever. Facts. Trump is the worst president ever, and he has let you go. Trump has let you go. Now what are you going to do? Trump is doing his job. Well, his job is doing just exactly what he is supposed to do. To take everybody down. Some even say that Donald Trump was appointed as president so that he can bring the country down. What do you think about that? I agree with that. Donald Trump is doing exactly what he was appointed to do. Yeah, Trump is giving his rich buddies huge tax cuts. Shouts out to Biff in the building. Trump is grifting $2 to $3 billion in this term. Trump's tariffs costing Americans high grocery bills. Iran war raises gasoline prices. Okay, I hear you, Biff. Not to mention that like $166 billion that he had to return from the tariffs. And that's coming out of the American people pocket too, despite the fact that he has made $4 to $5 billion in 1 year. We just saying. And speaking of Trump, America needs to elect a working class person that's POTUS. Fuck all these silver spoons, right? Right? But see, they're not going to do that, Biff. They're not going to do that, Robert. Is it possible for a life, the universe, to exist without a sun? Wow. What do y'all think about that? Do y'all see what Do Not Use said? Do Not Use said, is it possible for life in the universe to exist without a sun, relatively speaking? Well, Do Not Use According to what we know, science-wise, the rays of the sun causes the earth to rotate, causes motion, causes things to create life. So no, I can't see a universe existing without a sun in its solar system. The sun that we see is not the only sun. There's other different galaxies. It's all other different galaxies. But according to what we know, if we didn't have a sun, the earth wouldn't spin. The vegetation wouldn't grow. And you wouldn't be living, nor breathing, because we wouldn't even have trees. But the question that people should be asking, how can I say that? I can't say that. I say that for another video. But it was going to be talking about the water that's in the universe. Yeah, that's going to be on the next video. Isn't that what Elijah Muhammad taught when he said that we are gods? We are gods. Bobby in the building. Bobby Heenan. Shouts out to you. Good to see you back here again. You are the God. You make it happen. You make it happen. Like I said, I praise God every day. I thank God every day. You know, my God is God, universe, nature. Yeah, my gun. God, universe, nature is my gun, along with a good lady, okay? Yeah, that's God. They call it Mother Nature, right? They don't call it Father Nature. They call it Mother Nature. Who was your first teacher? Your mother, not your daddy. Your dad put the seed in your mom, but when you popped out of the oven, you came out of your mama. Who do you love the most, your mom or your dad? Who spent more time with you as a child? Your mom or your dad? We're not going to talk about those dookie diapers. I changed some in my days now.
Hypnotic, fresh and funky. This beat has totally got me.
Like Vanderpool, Babylon is falling. Yeah, Babylon is falling, and so are God's chosen so-called people, the children of Israel. You know, those people, they falling too. Yeah. And speaking of falling, where are you going to be at according to their religion or to your religion? If only 144,000 people are going to be spared and saved. Why even believe in your theology or your school and thought when it all states that the Jews are going to be saved? What does that have to do with you? I keep telling y'all God is a racist. In your book now, in your book. And in life, because Donald Trump is a God and Donald Trump is a racist. You can tell Donald Trump he's not a God, okay? But he's a God on the run right now. Yeah, Donald Trump is a God on the run right now because he had to switch airplanes from that NATO summit that he was in Turkey. And you know, there's this big story about him and that Natalie Harp chick, okay? Yeah, you know. Yeah, that White House staffer. The #1 priority White House staffer. Yeah, Natalie Hart. She was his first choice to come with him. Yeah, the human fax machine. Yeah, to come with him and hide with him while they had him in a cargo plane or in some cargo bay area. Donald Trump should run. He got a lot of enemies around him right now, and he's made a lot of enemies for America that didn't have to be. China is most definitely an enemy. Donald Trump can go over there to China and have all those meetings with Xi Jinping, but he can tell you whatever he wants to. You have not heard Xi Jinping say what Donald Trump is saying. See, you haven't heard what Xi Jinping said about Donald Trump. You haven't heard, well, you can hear what the Iranian prime ministers have said, but the stories that Donald Trump is telling you is not adding up. Whether it be the prime minister of Iran, or it be Xi Jinping, or it be what's his name over there in Russia, Putin. None of his stories is adding up. And even NATO has become his enemies because he made them that way. Because he is that devilish. Yeah. I'm just saying. The next president might not be able to fix Trump's mess. Might not be able to. I mean, there's a lot of things that has to be redone. America only been great for the rich. Well, that is about to fall. That is about to fall. Universe is alive. Yes, the universe is alive. But when people understand to bring about the liveness of the universe within themselves, things can change just like that. The universe within oneself, meaning God. That, I mean, like, come on now. We ain't talking about no books. Because we know that the books is half truths and half lies. We already know that. No son, nothing lives. Exactly, Lark Vanderpool. Trump did more for black Americans policy-wise than any other president. Okay, Bobby Heenan. We're not going to... Bobby Heenan, how can you say that? What's wrong with the young man? How can you say that, Bobby Heenan? Father Russia. Do not use. What's up, do not use? What you write that was restricted, man? Biff, without the sun, plants can't... Yeah, thank you, Biff. So I didn't say nothing wrong. At least you all agree with me on that, okay? Yeah, can't do nothing without the sun. You can screw all of your religious books, your religious dogma, but there is a message. And Minister Louis Farrakhan messages. That's why I have him there. It's not for Islam. We know that Islam was a religion that was used to enslave black people. Just like Christianity was used to enslave black people. Just like Judaism was used to enslave black people. So we're not talking about that, okay? But we are talking about those who believe in that. That's a whole nother video that can take place tomorrow. We'll talk about that later. Shouts out to Donald in the building, Donald Pratt. Shouts out to J. Sit Boys. God is hogwash. That's cause you don't understand that you're the God. He wanted some alone time with his Diet Coke Bullet. Turvy Toost. Shouts out to Turvy Toost in the building. Shocked all the Diet Coke and McDonald's hasn't sent him under. Bobby Heenan, name something that Trump. What you mean? He done for black community. He has done nothing. Nathan Burrell, what's up? Shouts out to Nathan Burrell in the building. Things in the universe spin because they inherit their rotation from the clouds that form the solar system. You know what do not use? The clouds don't make the earth spin though, bro. Do not use. The clouds does not make the earth spin. The clouds are the formation of the mist, right? Of the dew in the orb that we are in, right? The moisture, the clouds, The moisture produces the clouds, right? I'm just... You wouldn't even have no clouds without a sun, man. I'm just saying. You wouldn't, bro. Bobby is trolling. Trump wouldn't rent to blacks in the 90s. Trump is full of, you know, Trump is a racist. Well, sorry. Shouts out to Lark in the building. Lark Vanderpool in the building. Bobby Heenan, I'm not trolling. I actually studied the policies and data as a matter of fact. My first master's degree focused on policies. What policies? Policies for who? Policies for white America? Policies for billionaires? Yes, they do. They inherited the angular momentum. Well, Bobby Heenan, I tell you what. Excuse me, do not use. I do know that from what I've researched from my studies, that the Earth spins on its axis at 1,037 1/3 1 miles per hour around the sun. Because the sun is also rotating too now. Moving. Just think, if you had no motion, like if you was paralyzed, would you not be like in a dead state of motion? You would be motionless, and you have someone else to move your arms and move your legs like you a string dummy or something. You know, back in the day when you had those Asian shows, you know, when they had the samurais. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Even Mr. Rogers had the string dummies, okay? Trump is an extreme narcissist who has formed temporal dementia that makes him unable to have compassion or Biff, let me tell you, man. Trump dementia doesn't have anything to do with him being a racist. And he is a narcissist. I agree with you on that. The sun also inherits, okay, angular momentum. Yeah. We all good now? Y'all think about that. Trump has let everybody go, all Americans. Trump has let Americans go. Pharoah has let you go. Now, what are you going to do? Are you going to be dumpster diving? Are you going to move to another country and relocate? Are you going to stay in America? What would you do? Nothing to do with the Lark Vanderpool. The accent is irrelevant. Y'all think about that. I don't know why I was here at 3 o'clock. Something said 3 o'clock. So that's what it was. But we appreciate you all for being here tonight, because we know you could have been doing something else with someone else, but you decided to stop by to see what we had to say. I need to make me some breakfast, okay? I'm about hungry right now. Got real food, no McDonald's here. And by the way, you all, if you haven't checked out my other channel, MOPOWERZ here on YOUTUBE, go check out that channel, where you will find the audiobook series that we have left you all, like Black Man of the Nile, Stolen Legacy, As a Man Thinketh, From Babylon to Timbuktu, The Fall of America, The Message to the Black Man in America, The Chronological Order from Alchemy to Wicca, The Demonology of King James, The Miseducation of the Negro, and The World's 16 Crucified Saviors. And if you are into traveling, come travel with us on Mo Powers to the Valley of Fire, to Red Rock Canyon, to the ley lines in Washington State, to the Black Holocaust Museum in Milwaukee, Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, National Civil Rights Museum in Memphis. Come travel with us over there on that channel. Yeah. Come travel with us on Route 66. Come travel with us in Vegas. Come travel with us to California. Yeah. Did all of that. Tennessee, DC, Did a video right in front of DC. Get yourself over there. MOPOWERZ, right in front of the White House. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. We will even take you to George Washington's home, where he had black slaves in chains. Yeah, at the slavery exhibition in Philadelphia. Yeah, Donald Trump need to put that back ASAP. Okay? Yeah. 21st century man of the wisdom, Uncle Yaya. Shouts out to Bobby Heenan in the building. And by the way, you all, if you are into Chicago old school music, hip hop, R&B, spoken word, comedy, Chicago street clips, classics, get yourself over to my last channel, THEMOSHOW. Classics, all one word, no space here on YOUTUBE. And enjoy Chicago greats like Twister, Do or Die, Crucial Conflict, Triple Darkness, Mecca, The Nomads, Ejilla Beats, and Dub, Raw Dog, Illa Flows, Galactic Boy Entertainment, High Pilot, Affiliated Fellas, Official Business, Dion Cole, Bernie Mac, all of that. Shari, Duro Banks, Quintella, Snoop the rapper, Snoop the comedian, not the rapper. Smash up the lights in the building, you all. Can we get 19 in the building before we get out of here this morning? We thank you all for being here on your way out the door. Make sure you smash up the subscribe button, the like button, the share button, and the hype button. And in return, I will support your channel as well. Fair exchange is never a robbery. Check out astrophysics books. I hear you out there. Do not use. Hey, Uncle Bill, what it is? 710 CHRI. Bobby Heenan. Why is the New World Nation of Islam ignored? The New Nation of Islam, that's headed by their brother that's down in Mississippi. Yeah, the New Nation of Islam, brother, got his campaign going on down there in Mississippi. So why aren't those Nolan cases, Nolan Wells and Tasia Fortune, why is all of this happening? But I don't know why they are ignored. Maybe because of the teachings. Have you listened to the brother? If you haven't, you can go and watch their debate. Do I have their debate? I talked about their debate on Mo Powers. Yeah, it was the brother of the New Nation of Islam and Pastor Geno Jennings. I did a live on that. No, Newark, New Jersey. Oh, I'm not. Oh, I don't know about Ali Mandi Muhammad. I don't know about him. The only New Nation of Islam that I've seen recently is a brother that's in Mississippi, and he's an older elder brother. I used to live in Newark, New Jersey. I used to live over there on Market Avenue, right across the street from Penn Station. Yeah. Then I walk around the corner a couple of blocks and I end up on Broadway Street. Yeah. Temple 25. Is that Muhammad Mosque Temple? New Nation of Islam. Okay. How long has that brother been a minister there? I'm from Newark. That's what it is. Brick City. Brick City. That's what it is. Have you ever been to Mosque Miriam in Chicago? Have you been to Temple number 7 in New York? Yes, no. Have you ever been to 27B? 27B or 28B? Out there in St. Louis. That was way back in the day. I reported Bobby for you, don't worry. Shouts out to 710 in the building.
Hypnotic, fresh
Yes, he
and
used to be a
funky.
member
This
before
beat has totally
the split in the
got me.
80s. Okay, Bobby Heenan, that's what's up. So, was he under Warren D. Muhammad? Was he under Warren D. Muhammad? I mean, or was he under Farrakhan? Yeah, because I know that, you know, why did he report me? I don't know, man. I don't know. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I can't tell you that. How is Bobby still commenting? The FBI should be coming for him. I want to thank you all for being here this morning. Thank you all. And by the way, if you all haven't checked out the last 50 uploads that we have placed on this channel, yes, I say the last 50. I tried to put up some uploads last night. Yeah, last night before midnight, before Thursday morning, I tried to put up 2 uploads. One was an hour and something, and one was 30 minutes, and I could not get the videos up. So I waited till 3 a.m. and did it live. I don't know what it is about 3. No, strictly Elijah Muhammad, Field Supreme Captain. That's what it is. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. Yeah, I know that Farrakhan is a different teaching than Elijah Muhammad. I know that. Farrakhan, after the split, went more so Sunni. But he also had a message for black people in that message. You say things like this, Bobby, and you ask why I reported you. Okay, I guess y'all got that going on. Anybody else? Anybody else? Why do he want the FBI to come for me if we're discussing history? I don't know. Well, the Fed's watching anyway, you know. Fed's watching anyway. We'll give them like 2 more minutes, you all. Yeah, we're going to see if we can chop it up to 2 hours here. I don't know. Hell, if that's the case, the Fed's on all of us, okay? And we have no privacy no more. What do you all think about that? What do you all think about that? What do you all think about the AI takeover? What do you think about the fly cameras? Yeah, since, you know, we're under surveillance and everything, that wasn't on the menu either, but we here. And we got like 2 more minutes left, so we're going to make the 2 more minutes count. Give us 2 hours here. And let's get 20 in the building, you all. Can we get 20 likes in the building? Yeah. Get up the likes in the building, you all. We highly appreciate that. And when you do that, it gets the information more out through the algorithm, the new Hollywood. Who doesn't want to be in Hollywood, okay? Yeah. We appreciate that, you all. Who is that? ASYNC. You have 20 likes. You're welcome. We appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. 710 Cree. Would that be Chris? Would that be Chris? Or just 710 Cree? Or Cree? Cree. Okay. It went back to 19, you all. We're talking to history, and he's talking about the FBI. Good luck with the report. Don't worry about it. We all good. If they watching you, they watching me. If they watching you, they watching me, okay? So we're in this mess together. Don't worry about it, you all. And like I said to you all, I want to thank you all for being here this Thursday morning. We highly appreciate that. We'll see you all on another live Saturday or Friday night. But by all means, check up those last 50 uploads with Minister Louis Farrakhan and Khalid Muhammad. And check out the positive music videos that we left for you by the FOI. Thanks for viewing, you all. Peace out. Never ever give up on your DREAMS, and always stand on the square. That's my time.
It's not